Well, hello everyone. I really hope this is working. Let me go take a look at it. There we go. Looks like it's working. So I'm going to be live streaming. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to get in. If you're watching the replay of this, skip to like 2 minutes in, and that's when we'll really get in the content. Let's see who's all in here right now. So today we're going to be going over a bunch of new stuff that I've learned. We're also going to be talking about how to differentiate your product to make it decisively better than the competition, because I've put together a free PDF on it, and I thought I'd just go through it because the content's way better when I go through it for you guys. It just makes more sense. So a couple of things I want to talk about first, though, is that my private label product, I actually just raised the price from $30 to $35. Maybe 5-6 days ago, and the product has been selling. So my margins went from I was making about $10 a unit, now I'm making about $15 a unit, and I'm selling just as many units. Okay, so my margins went up 50%, and I am selling just as many units. So which is crazy because I was already the highest priced in the niche. I have like a super sub niche of the niche, but in the niche of the whole, like I was the highest priced and I'm still selling more. So my profits went way through the roof. We'll see how that works. I'm working on reordering. I just talked to my supplier earlier today. Look at that, 12 people on. Guys, I'm so happy to have you here. Type any questions you got over here, and I'll get to them. Another thing I want to let you guys know about, I'm actually I don't know if I've officially announced it, but I have a free course that I'm putting out on private label. I'm working with some guy who's really, really experienced with this. I was just talking to him last night. We're going to put this out because I'm kind of tired of people charging $1,000 for courses. So we're going to put one out. It's going to be free. If you guys want to get on if you guys want to know before that comes out, if you guys want to be the first to know, I got like a link in the description that will tell you. Pretty much you're going to get an email when it comes out, so you're like the first one there. I'm also giving some stuff away to people who are the first to actually get on it. So let's go take a look at this PDF I put together, because I want to show you guys how I go about thinking to make a product better than everybody else, so you guarantee that you're going to sell, because that's the most important part there. So let's take a look at this PDF, guys. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat and I'll go take a look at them. Let me zoom out a little bit. But essentially, I came up with 7 ways that I think are super solid to make your product better. Again, my product, I found a niche. The entire niche was 3.5 4-star reviews on the products. And I came in there and I had made a better product. I essentially figured out how to fix the problem. So it didn't give me the craziest sales a day, but it has gotten me a pretty solid spot, and no one could just come in and compete against me on Alibaba because my product doesn't exist there. I had to pay for a mold and everything. So the first one you guys have all heard of. So I'm going to show you guys examples. That's the key here. Is that's why I'm doing the live stream, so I can show you guys these examples and answer questions. Let's see if I have any questions. So how long did I research before I found my niche? Brady asked. Guys, so my first product, I got lucky as can be. I probably did 5-6 hours of research before I found my first product. And then a lot more research to actually, because I had to buy my competitors. I had to test out, make sure my modification was going to be successful. But literally 5 or 6 hours, okay? That I've seen other people do it that fast. My second product, I put way longer in it. I still haven't found something. So it might take you 6 hours. It might take you 2 weeks. So I'm telling you might get lucky, you might not. So let's go into this a little more, and then we'll answer some more questions. I will get to your guys' questions, I promise. Absolutely. So if I can get to the right tab. So essentially, the first thing that you want to look at doing is bundling, okay? And we're going to take a look at some people who've bundled really well. And some of these people I've already covered before. This person I have never covered. So let's take a look at this. So the bundling is essentially we're going to take a pretty expensive product. It doesn't have to be that expensive, but we're going to put cheaper products with it that really help increase the value that we can get for super cheap, and we are going to we're going to increase the heck out of the value. So this is one product, you know, I was looking at doing. The products become, the market space is becoming really saturated really quickly. This anti-snore chin strap. If we take a look at the viral launch here, well, this is okay. So look, one thing that I really like about viral launch that I don't know if you guys have even seen, and I haven't seen anybody else who does it, is it shows you the average price trend. So you can see over the last 90 days, the price has dropped 17% on average. I'm pretty sure it takes like the first page of search results, calculates what the price was 6 months ago, and figures out what the price is now. Because you guys can see the price trend here. That's why one thing I really like about viral launch, okay? Because you could find some niches that are going, a lot of niches are going down in price, and some are actually going up in price. You can also see the number of views here too. But so anyways, this right here is a niche that that I stumbled across when I was doing product research. And then I found this guy right here who was absolutely killing it. It looks like they've stocked out now, but like they literally, if we go to the Keepa here, they've been around for 44 days, and they were selling 700-800 units a month while they were in. Because if you look at how incredible look at what they did with their product. They've got their little ebook here, but they took 3 anti-snore devices and they bundled them together. They've got like this thing you put in your mouth. I don't really know what all this is. They've got the chin strap that everybody else is selling, but then they've got all this other stuff that nobody else is selling. And guys, this stuff is super cheap on Alibaba. This whole thing is probably like $4 or less to put together. I mean, the chin strap itself is like $1, $1.50. So incredibly cheap to put together, and they have incredible pictures. And they were selling 700-800 units a month, and then they sold out. So, and I assume they're reordering right now. I don't really know, but that's just a good way to. I mean, these are good examples. Let's go take a look at another example here. Actually, let's answer some questions here. So let me get to your questions here. Oh, Aaron says, "Why is Gucci?" Everything's Gucci, bro. You guys could tell, if you guys could see in the background, I've got this pink. I got this pink dress in the background because I'm at my girlfriend's place right now in LA. So Charlatan asks, I hope I pronounced your name right. Should you sell cheap and do giveaways to rank, or just one of them? So I was actually talking to a guy last night. I was at an Amazon meetup here in LA, and he said the ranking method is changing very quickly, okay? He's been trying giveaways to get his products ranked, like heavy discounts, and they're not working to get his stuff ranked. He said he's trying out 20, even, I'm talking about deep discounts, like if you give somebody 50% off. He said he's trying out 20% off coupons to see if those even still work. He's testing that right now. So I don't know where the game is going with giveaways, guys. It's probably going to go more towards Facebook ads and influencers, places where you can, you guys don't give away a huge percentage off. Like I honestly don't 100% know where the ranking game is going, but I do know it is going. Stuff is changing. There are tons of sellers getting kicked off for review manipulation, for all kinds of stuff like that, left and right. So you guys got to be really careful when you guys do actually go get reviews, okay? Very, very careful. So let's go take a look at some more things here that we could talk about. So that's just one really good example. Here's another one that I've covered in one of my actual products. So this guy right here, scratch off map of the world. I've covered it once on my channel. He took the scratch off map of the world right here. He took it and bundled it with one of the US, okay? This product right here is a huge seller during Christmas. Like everything on the first page moves 1,000 units in that month. But this is just one way to, like, he took something that go well together. They go really well together and bundled them together. And now he's got like his own spot. I don't know what 9,000 office products means. So he's selling about 200 a month right now. And like during Christmas, I'm sure he's going to sell at least 1,000 because Christmas, this product goes insane. So these are just two people who did a really good job of actually bundling. Let me close these up. And let's go take a look at some other stuff here. I think I just closed up my PDF. Wouldn't you be surprised by that? Closed up my PDF. Now I don't need my AdWords campaign. Okay, well, that was another thing that I saw somebody else do that I really want to talk about is this app, okay? This guy did an app, and he made an insane amount of money. This isn't even a hard app to put together. So if we go to breathalyzer with app, we need to get out of the baby category, but we're gonna, oh, here we go. Right here, I'm pretty sure it's this guy. So this guy, this company, and I think they were even on Shark Tank, I heard, but all they did was they took a breathalyzer, they put an app with it. You can now use an app with it, and it'll tell you, it'll track your BAC over time. It will also, not only will it track your BAC over time, it will also like tell you how long it is till you be sober. So this this app was probably a $15,000-$20,000 app maximum, and now they have not just a brand on Amazon, they have a massive brand. Literally, I'm pretty sure you can buy these in like Best Buy and stuff. Like they have what I've been told, somebody told me they had a very big brand outside of Amazon too. So like this was not a difficult app. Anybody could have came up with this idea, but this is kind of differentiation that's going to make your stuff massive. Let's see if I could pull up my live dashboard again so I could keep talking to you guys. See if we got any more questions on here. Oh no, I stopped live streaming. Oh, I'm still live. So let's go take a look at some other stuff I want to talk about. One thing I did want to mention, that if you guys sign up for Viral Launch, because guys, Viral Launch is, I've decided it's easily the best thing. I don't know if you've seen my most recent videos. It's the most accurate. It's the most stable. It's also like, I mean, dude, you've seen the Chrome extension stuff that I was showing you, how you can actually see the history for an entire niche. That's the kind of stuff that like really is powerful. And so like for anybody who signs up for Viral Launch with my link, you get 50% off. You sign up for the Pro plan, and I'm giving you guys like a free call with me. That way I could kind of support the people who also support me and help you guys out. Link to that is obviously in the description. Links to everything is in the description. Pretty much everything out there. So let's go back to Canva so I can actually open up this PDF and show you guys the rest of the stuff I wanted. Canva, by the way, is where I do all of my thumbnails. Like if you're not using thumbnails on Canva, I don't know. You guys could use Photoshop, but like for those of us who do not know how to edit images, Photoshop is too much work right now. So let me answer some more of your questions, dude. How do we protect our mold from Chinese manufacturers, Aaron? Dude, it's not, there's no guarantee. I'm lucky with my supplier. They've been incredibly, incredibly trustworthy. I actually met my supplier when I was in Las Vegas for the Just One Dime conference. He was there for something else, and so I was able to meet him. So there's no way to protect it. That's the sad part. There really isn't. You can't do contracts. Those are not enforceable at all. You really just got to pick a supplier that you feel comfortable with. There's no way to do it. Aaron, also, I am right now in LA. I'm out here. I'll be out here for like another 2 weeks, just visiting, because I've been able to meet so many people. I did a YouTube meetup 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago with some people, and then I did an Amazon meetup last night. And every single person at this meetup, there was like 8 of us, had products out. So it was very, very cool. Charlatan, how do you go about getting online influencers to show your products when they're just super random? That's hard. Like my product is very specific, and that's why I haven't looked for Instagram influencers. Either you got to really, really niche down and find a really small niche of like an Instagram page of somebody that want to sell that, or you might have to get creative, do something like Google PPC. I've heard a few people doing Google PPC that have been successful right now, because everybody's talking about Facebook ads and nobody's talking about Google ads. So I've heard those are getting cheaper. I don't really know. What's up, Caesar? Good to see you on the stream. Good from Memphis, dude. I'm excited that you guys are still joining in. So let's go back to this PDF and let's finish up what we came here to talk about. So bundling is one way to do it. Bundle different quantities. You guys have all seen this one, okay? Instead of buying 3, and instead of selling 1 unit, sell 3, okay? My competitor was selling 3 units, And I said 3 units. That seems like more than anybody would need. So I came in with a 2-pack and like, I don't know. It surprises me. Some people will buy 3 units of mine. So that means I get 6 total units. And I'm like, what do you need 6 units? I don't know what they need 6 units for, but apparently I actually underestimated. Apparently a lot of people would have liked a 3-pack because I get multiple people buying 2, sometimes even 3 of my product. So that's pretty exciting. We'll write an ebook. You guys have all seen this one. Got a couple good examples for you. 10 different uses for the product you're selling. A lot of people, well, there's a link, guys. Essentially, let's go back. Don't need to click my own links in here. Like, and if you guys have any more questions, please please give them to me. But write an ebook, okay? I know a guy who literally wrote his ebook in 3 hours. He went to Starbucks. It was like 4 pages. He just banged it out, and then he was able to put that on his product, and it was that simple, okay? Ebooks. Here's how I would recommend going about doing an ebook, because a lot of people get complaints like, oh, I never got my ebook, because you don't get the emails for any of your customers, okay? So what you should do is in your actual product, okay, put a little piece of paper. You guys probably already have something in there, and put on that piece of paper really big at the top, go download your free ebook from this website, okay? And that way they definitely can't complain they didn't get their ebook. It came with the product. All they had to do was go download it. And it's that simple, okay? Like, because a lot of people were like, I tried to email my customers a PDF, my ebook, and it didn't work because you don't get that option, okay? You don't get emails for your suppliers. Fix the product. Obviously what I did, okay? Now, the biggest warning I have for anybody talking about this is don't just go into a product, see something that's, oh, there's one product that has 3 stars, it has this wrong with it, and if I fix that, I will sell so many units, okay? You need to make sure that the entire niche or like a sub-part of a niche has a problem, not just one product in the niche, because you might be just looking at a product within a niche that's like super cheap, and that's why it's got low reviews, and you need to make sure the whole niche has problems, not just one product in the niche, because it's going to be very hard to actually come and compete against that. Develop a phone app, okay? This is the one that I love. I'm trying to come up with something. I went into Best Buy maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was walking around trying to find stuff that, like, could I use an app with that? Could I use an app with that? What kind of app would I have with that? Because if you come up with an app idea like those breathalyzers, you are going. That's one way you can get like 100K your first month on Amazon. I have no doubt about it. And then here I got having an incredibly optimized listing. Now normally I warn against this because most people. The fact is that not everybody is incredibly good at copywriting. Very few people are. I'm not very good at copywriting. I'm just your average Joe. But like, let's read this here. Let's read this. The description here, okay? The description here is insane, okay? Rated #1 breathalyzer by Wirecutter. First of all, what the heck is Wirecutter? Literally nobody knows what that company is. You could put up your own freaking website, call yourself Wirecutter, and then rate yourself the #1 breathalyzer by Wirecutter. Do one article rating breathalyzers and rate yourself more, okay? That's like a super pro trick. And there's nothing misleading about it, okay? I mean, because nobody knows what Wirecutter is. Nobody knows what that is. Police grade accuracy, okay? Look at how they use this. Police grade accuracy, okay? And then they go super in depth into it. I mean, essentially, they just use a lot of facts. That's one thing this PDF that they do really well. They use a lot of facts, even though this fact about being #1 breathalyzer by Wirecutter, I mean, anybody could make that up, okay? But it sounds really good. And then they've got this quote right here. After 65 hours of research, which included getting intoxicated at a police station to test the personal breathalyzers along with the law enforcement equipment, we're sure the BAC S80 is the most accurate, reliable, and easiest to use breathalyzer we can buy. Like, guys, anybody could have made that up. Honestly, you could do that yourself, okay? So then they just got more facts about, like how good it is. But essentially, that was one thing I thought was super cool. Like, come on. Just anybody could do that. So those are the 7 ways ways to differentiate. It's the most important thing. Everybody says, oh, find small products, find products with low reviews. Find a way to differentiate, okay? Talking to this guy last night who's got to be doing I don't know. He didn't tell us about it. Probably 80 to 100K a month at least in sales. I asked him if he differentiates his products, and he says, I won't even think about going in a product unless I can differentiate it somehow. So let's go take a look and see. We've got a lot more questions here. Yep, Aaron, I do. Just One Dime. They got some great videos. I don't know anything about their actual training. I have no clue. They're actual. So the Just One Dime Summit was in Las Vegas. There was like 600 people. It was an awesome experience, but at the same time, like, if you guys get the chance to go to Just One conference, go to 10X Growth Con. The best conference ever. I had dinner with so many millionaires, people absolutely crushing it. And like, it'll change your mindset, which is way the most important thing, because like anybody could teach you these tips. So, Aaron, dang, Adam, this would be good value to put into a funnel. I mean, you talking about all this stuff? Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to download this PDF too, for your own like viewing at a future time, there's a link to how to do that in the, well, there's supposed to be. My description didn't save, but there's supposed to be a link. When I replay this, there will be a link to this in the description. I can't believe it didn't save. Average Joe, are you still working at that good job you talked about, or Amazon full-time? Guys, I'm full-time now. I'm full-time. I don't have a job anymore. This is I've been unemployed for probably like 35 days right now. In that time I've flown, this is my second time I've flown to LA. I'm going out to Nicaragua in July, all of July, okay, for a thing called Grind Camp. I'm going to spend like 3 months at the end of the year in Bali with a friend. So we're gonna do. It's gonna be insanely fun. It's gonna be insanely fun. But at the same time, like, I can work from anywhere. So that's what's cool about this. Again, how do you guys go about creating nice packaging for your products? I mean, you're going to have to find a graphic designer. And if you find one that knows what they're doing, they will be able to, first, I mean, obviously figure out the dimensions of your package, okay? Then go on Fiverr or Upwork. Fiverr's probably better in this situation, Fiverr.com. Look at a bunch of graphic designers, look at their work, message 3 or 4 of them, and then hire one to design you a package, okay? Labor is incredibly cheap on Fiverr because a lot of these people aren't even from the U.S. They're from, other countries, even ones that speak English, okay? But they're like third world, second world countries, so their labor is very cheap. That's how I got my photos. And one thing, so I was talking to this guy last night there was one guy at this meetup, there was like 8 of us. Everybody had at least one product out, but he was killing it. He was the guy who hosted it. And he gave us a product photo company that I want to give you guys because, I mean, you guys are here in the live stream. And this is how he uses for every single one of his. So I'm gonna drop this here in the I'm gonna type it out. But this is who he uses for every single one of his photos. And I'm gonna start using them. I'm just gonna look at them. Productstudios.net. I hope I spelled that right. But that's who he's using for his photos. So and he's doing incredibly well. So that's who I will start using. But I got my photos done for, I don't know, like 80 bucks for my first product, and it wasn't hard. I just went on Fiverr, looked up photos, and it was super simple. I did have to. You're gonna have to send them the product. You're gonna want to find somebody in the U.S. to take your photos for your product because, I mean, you want to ship. You're gonna have to ship your product to them. So pick somebody in the U.S. Shipping can get incredibly expensive. When I shipped my samples to China, okay, because I bought my competitor's product, shipped it to my supplier. I said I want it this. This is what I want. This thickness, this size. I just want to add my extra on, and like that was $100, okay? And I went to UPS, and then I was like, holy crap. So then I went to FedEx, and I was like, holy crap, this is the same amount of money. That's a lot of freaking money to send something to China. So it was $100. So pick somebody in the U.S. That's what I'm trying to say. Pick someone in the U.S. to do your product photos. Go check out the people, this link I just sent you guys. That's all for this stream, guys. I'm going to start live streaming way more often. Especially if you guys give me good feedback. Leave comments in the description, especially if you're watching the replay, what you guys thought about this, what topics you want covered. because that's the only way I know what to do. Probably 70% of my videos at this point come directly from users' questions, from your guys' questions that I end up putting a video out so I can answer those questions more thoroughly. So that's it, guys. I'm going to put this live stream up back on the page, fix the product, fix the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.